Hey guys, so today we are going to be doing our first look with the from the new Disney Villains Colourpop collection. As you can see, like, this was literally made for me. I'm so pumped about this, and excuse my crazy cat in the background. But I am so pumped about this collection, like probably more pumped than I have been about a collection in a long time. What we're going to do today is I'm going to be doing the Ursula, like if you would just, like if you didn't buy the whole collection and you just bought like a little piece, like a little set, we're going to be doing the Ursula. Which, if you just buy the set, I believe it's $25 off the Colourpop website. This is what you would be getting. You would be getting the Super Shock highlighter, which is in Poor Unfortunate Souls. You'd be getting the Luxe lipstick, which is just in Ursula Matte, and you would be getting the gloss, which is in Sad But True. So that's what we're going to be using today. They do, if you buy the whole collection, they do also have a Jelly Much eyeshadow for each individual character. But what I realized is, if you watched my unboxing and swatches, when looking at this, like Ursula's Jelly Much eyeshadow, now, like, it's beautiful. It's this blue color. So, originally, I was going to do, like, the whole, like, everything that you have from Ursula, including the Jelly Much eyeshadow, but, if you do, and I was using, like, the blues from the Misunderstood palette, and, using that with the Jelly Much eyeshadow, and then the rest of the Ursula set, but if you do that, like, it kind of ends up being a bit too much, because you end up with, like, a really dramatic eye, and a really dramatic lip, because her lipstick is really dark, and it just kind of ends up being a bit too much. So today we're just going to focus on, if you would just buy the actual little $25 set, and you would just get the highlighter, the lipstick, and the gloss. And we're going to do a look with that, and we'll use the Jelly Much eyeshadow a different day. And I'm still going to use just the Misunderstood palette, but instead of doing like the blues with the Jelly Much eyeshadow, like, you know, with the Ursula thing, we're just going to be doing like a little bit more of like kind of a neutrally eye, because her lip is so bold. So that's what we're going to be doing. Let's get started. I'm going to first use my CoverGirl Lid Lock Up eyeshadow primer. Going to get that on. I'll let that set for a second, and I do want to set it. When you're using eyeshadows, you really should, well, let me look in the palette, because I might be able to set it with a, yeah, we're going to just set it with an eyeshadow color from the palette. You want to set your eyeshadows, like, you want to set your primer before you use an eyeshadow. They say if you use pressed pigments, you don't need to or shouldn't set it, but with an eyeshadow, you definitely want to. So what we're going to do first is we're just going to go in with this color Tragic right here. It's one of the mattes. The mattes in this palette are this No Spots, Devious Tragic, The Fates, and 101. All the rest are really like bold metallic. This Forest of Thorns, I'd say, was probably like the least intense of the metallics. But we're just going to set our eyes with this Tragic color. It's very neutral. It basically matches the color of my eyelids. So yeah, if you obviously buy the whole set like I did, you would have everything, so you could mix and match as you so chose. But if you just buy like the eyeshadow palette and then an individual character, like I said, you get the highlight, the lipstick, and the gloss. So that's what we're going to stick with when we do our looks. And like I said, we'll use the Jelly Much eyeshadow at another point. We'll get in and I'll show you, you know, some fun looks to do with those when we don't use those specific lips, because like I said, it just ends up being too much. I started doing a video the other day, and that's what I was doing. That was going to be my first video. I was just going to use everything that you know, was Ursula, and it was just too much. It was just way too much. Too bold of an eye with too bold of a lip. It was just way too much. Okay. I think we're going to go in with this Devious. And I'm just using my Tarte eyeshadow brush. It is like Old Faithful. This is also another matte color. We're going to put it in the crease. Excuse me. It's that time of year and my allergies are just ridiculous, so you're just going to have to bear with me. The payoff on these is really good. There is kickback in the palette, but the payoff from the color is excellent. Let me look here. So far, there's no fallout, so that's good. Alright, I don't really... I think what we're going to do is, let me take a look at her lipstick again. I know it's a very dark, like, berry kind of color. So, let's go in with this Underworld and see what it's going to be like. I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics flat eyeshadow brush. I believe it's number 9. Yes. And we're just going to go in. This is a metallic. Let's see how it... Oh, it's got pretty good payoff. Without being wet. I'm just tapping my brush off because, like I said, there is a lot of kickback in the palette itself. I don't even think, you guys can see that. I don't even think I'm going to wet that because it went on actually like really well. So that doesn't even need to be wet. I think we're going to take this 101, which is a matte black, and what do we want to put it on with? Let's go with this pencil brush from BH Cosmetics. It is a number 11 pencil brush, and we're just going to touch that 101, tap it off, that gets any loose shadow, and we're just going to pat this in. I can see from my eyes, and from doing my swatches, if you didn't watch the swatch video, I'll link it above, and you get to see all of them swatched out. But this, I remember the Dr. Facilier and the Hades. They're very bronzy colors, very bronzy collections. They were very nude, very bronzy. They would look really pretty with this also. We're just patting that on with this brush, and we're going to go in and blend it in a second. And what do we want to use to blend it? That one's a little bit too firm to blend. Excuse me, I just can't quit today. This is a BH Cosmetics. It is a number 5. It's just a really fluffy, blending brush. We're just going to kind of blend that out a little bit. Now I think because this is, I just wanted to give a little bit of depth out there, but because this is, she has the real dark, plummy berry lipstick, we're going to go in with this color Sing right here, which is very metallic, but it has that little bit of a redness to it. And we're going to pat that, kind of squish it in with our brush. Add some depth in that color. Now to blend this, I'm going to dust my brush off a little bit, and I just kind of set it on my eye and wiggle it, but don't lift it up. And that smudges it just a little bit. But then you don't blend out too much. It basically just smudges what's there, but not blending out your color. So you don't lose that dark depth that you gave yourself. This eye looks better than this one. Isn't that always how it goes? Let's take a close-up. There's a little bit of fallout from that, but that's, considering what we did, that's fairly normal. So we're just going to take our big fluffy brush here and just sweep that away. I don't really like how that went up there, but not everything can be perfect, right? Alright, we used Underworld. And then something a little bit lighter. Maybe this Flotsam. We're going to touch in on that. I'm going to dust off our flat eyeshadow brush. And we're going to go into that Flotsam, I don't know, and blend that out a little bit from the inner corner, just to lighten that up a little bit. I'm going to blend it across the top edge here and then up under the brow bone, which also smudges out the edge of that dark and puts a little bit of a highlight there. The only thing this palette is missing is a true white highlighty shade. They have a white, but it's a matte, which I don't quite understand the reasoning behind that, but I don't make makeup, so who am I to judge? But a nice shimmery highlighty would have been nice, but what can you do? Sorry, I was probably blocking you. Okay, there's a little bit of rosiness to that last color that we used, so that goes really nicely with this too. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cover that middle shade a little bit more. Now that I see that Underworld will definitely work better with, like I said, the more bronzy collections. So we're just going to cover it up with that Flotsam and just make it a little bit more rosy. Blend it over to the edge of the dark. And we're going to go in back with a little bit more of that Sing, that sparkly dark color that has like a little bit of the pink berry. Without lifting our brush, we're just going to kind of smudge it around. And we're just going to grab that fluffy brush and dust that off. I always have a paper towel sitting here to dust my brushes off, which is plenty sufficient. I know they have little brush, like, cleaner things. They look black that you can dust your brush off on, and I'm sure they probably do work, but I just use a paper towel. Okay, that's pretty. It's like rosy, it's not too much. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my face on because we can't go into highlighter and stuff until my face is done. So I'm going to do that, and then I'll be back and we will finish up this look. So give me a couple minutes. Hey guys, alright, we are back, faces on. So what we're going to do is we are going to go into our first part of the Ursula set that we're going to be using. That is her Super Shock highlighter. Now, oh, I'm sorry, I have like a hair or something on my face. Now, when I was like messing around with this, I was having, sorry, it's like tickling me so bad. I was having a little bit of trouble getting this to transfer onto a brush. So I don't know if they have like, some things have like an outer layer that you gotta kind of like get through. So I don't know if that's the case or what exactly is happening here. So we're just gonna kind of, I hate to say it, but kind of like beat it up a little bit. Because these highlighters are gorgeous. But you kind of have to beat them up a little bit to get them to go on your brush. At least this one. There we go. So if you have the same problem of not, like, just sweeping your brush on it and it doesn't want to go, just kind of like beat it up a little bit with your brush. I'm using the Urban Decay Diffusing Highlighter F106 brush. I really like this brush for highlighting. So, but it has a very, kind of got a little stuck right there. It's very, very highlighty right there. This is a gorgeous highlight. It does have a hint of purple to it. Let me see if I can block you guys. This sun's a little... It's a very nice highlight. You just kind of have to like beat it up a little bit to get it to come off. I don't know why. Some things have like a weird outer layer on them and you kind of gotta like bust through it. Alright, we're going to go back in with our Misunderstood palette. First we're going to go in with that Flotsam. I'm going to get that little flat eyeshadow brush. I'll put a little bit on the tip. And we're just going to sweep that down around. I don't want it to be too bright and shimmery under here, so I'm just kind of doing like a quick little sweep. Touch that inner corner. And then we will, let me find something. This is an Angle, BH Cosmetics Angle brush number 12. Nice skinny flat angle brush, and we're going to go back in with that Sing color. Put a little bit on there, and we're just going to lightly kind of put that on our lash line just to kind of bring it all together, you know. Now I do like to use angle brushes for this reason. You kind of like touch the side of it in, and then you can do like a nice edge on your eyeshadow, if you like that. And touch the other side, and it kind of gives the illusion that you used like tape, like eye tape or something, but you didn't. If you don't like that look, then obviously don't do this. But if you do like that nice clean like line look, that's like the best tip that you could get. I got like a little bit of a dark spot. But yeah, it gives you like that nice like clean kind of line look. I gotta smudge that. Got a little crazy right there. Okay. And that's all. This eye looks like it needs a little bit. Right there. There. That looks more even. Okay, that's all we're gonna do with those. We're just gonna line them real quick. I'm gonna go with my trusty Palladio from Sally's liquid liner. It's my fave. This is not new news to anybody that watches me. It's just like so nice and black and stays nice and black. It stays on really well. It's just my fave. I've been literally using it for years. And I just feel like it's the best. It's the best liquid liner that I've ever put my hands on, so. We're going to line our waterline real quick because I just really like lining my waterline. I'm using the e.l.f. e.l.f. Active Workout Ready eye pencil. It's a really good one. It goes on nice and black. It goes on really smooth. And it stays really well. I did a video where I tested this one against my like tried and true Tarte, I think it's a Smolder Eyes, and put one on each, and honestly at the end of the day this one won. So that's really good. Oh, I almost forgot to do my brows. This is also e.l.f. brow pencil. I need to twist it down a little bit. It's getting a little messy on the top. We're just going to do this real quick. I know brows are like a big deal now, but I don't get too involved with my brows. I just kind of like pencil them real quick and then go over them with the spoolie end. And like that's it. My brow, like, I know brows are a really big deal now, but my brow regimen is just like pretty chill. What was I just going to do, you guys? Oh, I have to put mascara on. I know. Just hold out, because we got to do lips last. So, like, but I feel like I've been doing this pretty quick. I just got this mascara at TJ Maxx. Actually, I'm going to be doing, like, a whole video on what I got at TJ Maxx. So this is my first time trying this. This is the Buxom Big T's. And I didn't even bring, like, my eyelash curler out here. So this is just straight seeing what this mascara is made of. I like that it's like in a cone shape. You guys see that? Put it in front of my face. Because then like it's not, it like goes down for like your inner corner, so you're not like have this giant wand. You know how like when your makeup looks really good and then you're putting your mascara on, and like rest assured you always like put a dot like right there on your eyes, and it ruins the whole thing, and then you have to deal with that. Wipe off the tip a little bit. I like the ones that are still a brush. I'm not a fan of like those like rubbery plasticky brushes. Like I still want like an actual like brush. I just like the way that they work better. I just do. I like this mascara. It's real dark. It's like, for not even curling my lashes, it's still like lifting them. I might not be big on my brows, but I love me some lashes. Okay, that's our finished eye look, you guys. What do you think? I'm really happy with it. I think it looks like super pretty. I'm much better than when I was playing around and using like the actual like Ursula Jelly Much eyeshadow, because that was just too much. Okay, I'm just using, there's no lip liner, so I'm using my Wet n Wild. This is a gel lip liner, which is actually like really nice. It is in the shade Plum Together. I should be using my hand mirror. Okay, now I just love these lipsticks so much that they say villains. Oh, I can't get you. You see it? I love that. These lipsticks seriously feel amazing. Like they're so light and like creamy, and they don't feel like you just put like a ton of lipstick on your lips. And I'm still like a fan of just like a tube of lipstick. I have liquid lipsticks like out the butt. I have a ton of them, but I still just prefer and love just like a tube of lipstick. And these, like, it doesn't even feel like I have anything on. Straight up, for real. Now we're going to take the lip gloss that you also get. Now this is a very clear, like, iridescent-y. And when you put it on, like, it has like a bluish purpley, which I'm kind of digging. Now this lip gloss feels freaking amazing. It's not sticky at all. It is so like silky smooth and feels awesome, and it would feel great. Like I want to put it all over my lips, but I'm not going to, because I just want like that little bit of like a highlight in the middle. And so that's all we're gonna do. Alright guys, what do you think? This is using the Ursula, the little Ursula kit. We also used, of course, the, where is it? Misunderstood palette, and the Ursula kit with the highlighter, the lipstick, and the gloss that I believe you can pick up on Colourpop for $25. I should have looked. I don't know offhand how much the palette is. That's so crappy. I'll look it up and I'll stick it here somewhere. Just the palette color. But so yeah, that's just if you wanted to buy just the eyeshadow palette and one set, and you pick the Ursula, this is what you could do with it, and I think it turns out really pretty. So that's all I've got for you today, guys. I will see you next time. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because we still have 5 other looks to go through, and then that's not even counting the jelly eyeshadows and anything else that I feel like pulling out of my butt and doing with it. So like lots of videos to come, lots of looks to create, and that's it, guys. So subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching.